Mursin against Mamedjadov. Also we have action. The first two boards haven't started yet.
Okay guys, we're not gonna start. We'll watch the Tropovsky between Yu Yang-yi and Vincent Keimer.
There was the big handshake between Fedoseev and Magnus Carlsen, so the game is starting. D4 on the board.
D4 happened, now let's see. Come on Magnus, let me get one right. Go G6.
No, he will play D5, C4, E6. Maybe that will be his move, but then anyway, Catalan is coming.
Hard to stop Catalan, even with all the fancy A6s. If white wants, he can always go C4, knight F3, G3. Very hard to avoid.
Magnus shadowing his pieces, knight F6, C4.
Knight F6, C4, E6. Okay, looks like we just... sometimes he gives us check, but not... I don't think he will do now. Ah, he does.
He does, wow, okay. I want to see Magnus face knight BD2.
Yeah, me too. Because bishop D2 we know he's got to take, play D5 and make a draw. But knight BD2, show us what you got.
Exactly. Whatever, very easily equalizes or draws this game. But on the other hand, if you are, for example, Fedoseev now and bishop b4 check, you can't play your favorite Catalan, then and knight b2, okay, fine.
Wow, Fedos is going for business. And I think Magnus had this recently in one of these blitz events or whatever, where he played d6 and okay, got a game but didn't really equalize. Let's see if he does that again. Because these d5 lines, yes, I'm sure you know better than me, they're extremely dangerous for black.
Yeah, very dangerous, and okay, basically one novelty can cost you the game. Yeah, Magnus goes d6.
That's true, where the bishop goes, I think normally they go to e2, but bishop d3 has also been played. One of these positions where later you often see white going knight d2 back to b1. Saying, I have the center, let me improve that stupid knight. Bishop d3 played, comes the pawn. I guess he goes
yeah, and
e5.
e5, yeah, that's the tactical trick.
I don't even know how it works, but there's some justification here. Knight g4, I don't know.
Yeah, it somehow feels very loose, and that bishop on d3. So I'm expecting that Vladimir will never play d takes e5.
No. White can go d5, of course, if he wants a King's Indian type game. Usually, I think, a castle and see what happens. And I've seen Magnus play something odd, like castles knight fd7 or something like that recently.
Ah, but this is the old stuff. Yeah, I remember that even like in days like 2018, computer was showing this knight fd7 business. When I still played chess, yeah, I still remember knight fd7.
Old days.
Good old days, yeah. e5 castles, yeah. And knight fd7, yeah, just sorry that I interrupted. Knight fd7 because it might look very strange, but the justification is that if white goes d5, then black plays a5, and then the knight from b8 will go to a6, and so on. That's the spirit. Alright, so go on.
No, I got nothing. I was gonna say, Magnus, sometimes he likes wasting these two temperatures to force d5, but here it feels really excessive, so I don't think that's happening. And yeah, knight FD, it takes and now goes knight fd7. Once again, knight b1 is tempting.
Well, it's now very clear that black wants to go bishop f6, activate the bishop to the long diagonal, and if you play knight b1, how does it work out? For example, bishop f6, I hit your knight.
You want my pawn?
Can I play c5 or not? But
looks
yeah,
dangerous.
Exactly.
He's supposed to know this, I would guess.
Yeah, this is some very old theory. I remember the C6.
I tricked him in the opening, that's even more surprising. And now it's suffering, of course. Yeah, never came back.
This is exactly the main strength of Eric Garcia, part of all the other skills, that when he gets the chance, then he can also go for this very strange kind of wins. Yeah, he's not afraid, he calculates very well. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, just...
Because we know how easy it is to hesitate, right? I mean, I think that you also